is Jay Salee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Giovanni. Hola.
Okay, so do we want to talk about all
Can
that
we embrace my mating call? Because the people like you always glaze over my mating call.
Just like my father, when it's done, it's over. Let's keep moving. Okay, so our last show is just, God, my God. I was going to say what's been going on in your life since the last show. And I know what's been going on in my life. Pure hell.
Texas, phone calls, emails,
Tweets, DMs. So,
really? How is it for you? Because we'll go around.
Well, let's recap. So our last show, we had social influencer, model, internet slayer Elizabeth Ruiz, who came on the show and was opening up about her alleged sexcapade with Von Miller, a.k.a. Von Doe. We named him Von Doe for all legal purposes because we didn't want to get sued, but fuck it, everybody's mad anyway, so bring it on.
Everybody's mad.
But she chose to be really open about Peter Nygaard and the alleged, we didn't say alleged in the last show, so I'm going to just say alleged shit smearing that was happening on that island.
Right.
Where women are getting paid to go and get shit spread all over them. And I was
it's vice versa. He likes...
Oh, he likes women to shit
allegedly.
on him. Allegedly.
He likes to have
women to shit on him.
Yes, because he's always checking, like, what are you eating right now?
Gotta have a clean diet.
I ain't gonna lie, I was doing research during the show. I was trying to figure out how we could get a trip to the island. I'm trying to get shitted on this year. Just so I can get some money because, I bought some new shoes last night when the bill was like $435. I'm like, damn, you know how much shit could have paid for these motherfucking shoes?
What shoes you bought last night?
Oh, I bought these right here. The camera can't see them, but they're fucking fly.
Focus.
But anyway, so Peter Nygaard, we talked about getting shitted on. We talked about all of that, but it was the little dick comment for Deshaun Jackson, alleged little dick. I've never seen it. Have you seen it? You haven't seen his dick.
No.
Gio, have you seen it?
I knew you was about to look over and ask me that. Why would I know what that man's thing look like?
Why are you on me? Okay.
Why would I know what that man's thing look like?
Because I want to make sure that I'm giving everybody on it. People say we don't let you talk, so I'm asking you.
So
okay, this is your chance. Gio, have you seen Deshaun Jackson's
if I
dick?
seen that man's ping?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't understand how I caught a lot of heat.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Just hold on. Gio, you said that you got a lot of texts and flack. Like, what happened?
No, it was just mostly just like dudes, like, hey, more guys just giving her like the MVP trophy, just saying like, yo, man, she bad. It's just the normal guy stuff.
Really?
I didn't get that.
Damn, she fine. I had a few females comment like, some crazy shit. But
no, I got a lot of people who were like, thank you for interviewing her because we know who not to let in the studio next time.
Damn.
People were like, these are the kind of girls we need to expose. I didn't really feel like we were having an expose. I was just sitting there having a friendly conversation with a girl who wanted to talk.
We love you, Elizabeth Ruiz.
She, God bless her.
Yeah.
And you were saying media training. What were your thoughts?
She has never had a day of media training in her entire life. I don't know if she's ever met a publicist. A lot of people in LA claim to be publicists.
So you would have never handled this interview that way?
Wait, no, as the interviewer?
As the interviewee.
I wish you would find something on me like.
So Melissa, have you
God
ever been
bless her,
shitted
though.
on in your life? Tell me about the time that you were shitted on at the island.
Never. It never happened. Never happened.
Okay.
I mean,
who has the smallest dick that you've ever seen, Melissa?
Melissa No Casa.
If you been listening to Joe, you got a stuttering problem, girl. Just out that shit.
So anyways, Gio, no. So, listen, I will say that when we booked her as a guest, little bit of judgment crept in.
Little bit of judgment?
A little bit of judgment.
Little bit?
Are you being
hold on.
right
little
now?
bit?
Well, hold on.
Little bit.
Okay, stop it. However, whenever I feel judgment coming on, I try to refrain from it because I know what it feels like to be judged. So I was like, you know what? Let me go into this with an open mind, open heart kind of thing. She comes in and she's a sweetheart. She was a really nice girl. She just kind of, doesn't really know her ass from her elbow in a situation like this. And she blamed us for making her too comfortable.
Well,
hello.
And she called me and
we didn't even give you alcohol, girl.
Hold on. She called me and she said she couldn't sleep and that she was really upset. Hold on, let me stop laughing. Because I want to be sensitive to the audience. She did call and she was really upset. And she just said that that we made her feel way too comfortable and she just started talking. And I want to say that I think that's a testimony to how we make guests feel. We do make you feel comfortable because you shouldn't feel ambushed. You shouldn't feel set up. But if you want to come in and lay on the altar and tell us all your sins, we're going to keep filming.
But also, let me tell you something. It's besides just making her feel really comfortable. When you get these headphones on and you start to hear your voice played back into your own ears, a lot of people become seduced by the sound of their own voice.
Yeah.
That's just...
It happens to me.
Oh, stop it, Gio. Jesus Christ. The two of you, I swear to God.
It happens to me, but I just want to say something really quick. I need to take a moment really quick. Okay. because this is my disclaimer.
Okay.
So I'm hearing through the streets that Deshaun Jackson is upset in particular with me, and I just want to be able to play this back. We may even end the show on the online feed, cut in the part where this actually happened.
Okay.
I did not ask who had a small dick.
You did not.
I said
you did not.
Hold on, let me say this.
Okay,
I said who has the biggest dick that you ever had or ever seen. She said, I will tell you who had the smallest.
She said, I can't tell you that, but I'll tell you who had the smallest. I'm like,
and I
isn't
said,
that in reverse?
and I said, okay, well, tell us who had the smallest. Now, mind you, I have Deshaun Jackson's number. He's not a friend of mine, but I have it, and I have access to him. And you're a friend of Deshaun's.
Deshaun called me.
I did not ask her that question with the intention of putting him on blast.
Mm-hmm.
But let me first say, let's put a pin in that. First, this is a message to all the little dick niggas around the world. Everybody can't be blessed the way that I am and the way that Giovanni allegedly is.
I knew you was going to say that.
Okay, so you can't be mad at the world segregating you from the cool group, okay? The cool kids have the big dicks and the little niggas don't. Now, back to Deshaun. Deshaun is upset because I'm talking about cock. Has he not seen the show?
No, I guess not.
No, I don't think so, bro.
I don't think he has seen the show.
Okay, well, Deshaun, this is not, we're not impartial to you. We talk about dicks all the time. We talk about vaginas.
I told him. So his question, he called me up and he was like, is he gay? I was like, you don't watch the show, do you?
Clearly.
You clearly don't watch the show. And we had a long conversation. I heard him out and I understood why he was, upset. He was just
But did you understand why he was upset at me?
I understand when somebody's upset, projection happens. You want to
project that shit on a wall because that's a movie I ain't signing up for.
I know. Listen. I'm the sympathizer. I put my feet in a bunch of people's shoes. So when I listened to what his issues were about the show, he really actually was just confused as to why is she even bringing up my name, because apparently their little dalliance happened like 6 years ago.
What's the word?
Dalliance.
Oh God.
Sorry. Okay, their little rendezvous happened like 6 years ago. So he was just like, why, out of all the people she could have chosen to talk about, why would she, use my name?
But
apparently, Elizabeth, had some kind of, amicable relationship with his baby mama and I think his current girlfriend, Kayla. Which doesn't exist anymore. Kayla basically
I'm still talking about why I caught the heat for talking about his dick. I didn't bring up his dick.
Because you're the face, in some people's mind, you're the face of drama. So they just going to attack you, bro.
And let me say this again. I put this on my Snapchat. Jason motherfucking Lee, am not messy. I have a messy job and I do it fucking well. And here's the deal. I just ask questions. But once I can see that me being a little messy is going to make you be ultra messy, I'm going to fucking be messy to get you to tell all your shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, the reality of the situation is that she brought that up completely on her own. It was no solicitation on any of our behalf. And and he was mad at me because he was like, you were even laughing. I was like, that was literally me like, oh my God, she is just an 18-car derailment. This is hilarious.
He was mad at you for laughing.
Well, no, he just was irritated that his name was brought up in such an unfavorable way and it was so unsolicited and he just was like, hit with it. Like,
okay. Let me say this.
So I understand why he was mad, but
let me say this to Deshaun Jackson. Listen, I like Deshaun Jackson. I think
he's very cool.
When I saw him I don't know about him being cool because we don't hang like that. So I'm not going to co-sign that. I'm saying from what I've seen, I saw him on The View when he was talking about helping kids. I was inspired by that. I've read stuff online about, his gang affiliations and all the rapping and shit that he wants to do. So I don't judge him. I just report on what I see and what I hear. And if I ask somebody who has a big dick and they say you have a little dick, you can't be mad at me. As far as me being gay and it being a gay issue, I would find it really interesting if Deshaun Jackson took an issue with me being gay. I would want him to publicly deal with that. Don't privately call. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Let me get this out.
Okay, sorry.
Don't privately call people and bring up me being gay because that has nothing to do with you having a big or small dick. That's between you and this girl. If you get mad at me for asking the question, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. It was unfortunate, but I will tell you this and I'm going to leave it alone. If somebody called and said, Jason Lee have a small dick, I'm just going to laugh and keep it moving because it ain't true.
Right. I think, I mean, it might have just been given a little bit too much attention, but I mean, Gio, from the standpoint of a straight guy, because that might just be where the disconnection is about the whole, why is another man asking about the size of another man's penis? I mean,
who cares?
Okay.
Who cares?
Okay.
This is a show where we talk about your penis. And the alleged size of it.
But I know my dick big, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh my God.
But I just think it's the fact that it was just so much that was through. Like, because when we released the video, not only did we release the video, other outlets started releasing the video. So I just think he felt ganged up on. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Well, I plan on calling him to say, hey, let's clear the air because, your dick wasn't intended to topic. We didn't plan for your dick during the thing. And he said it's not true. And the girl apologized. And it seems like they're all getting along. I just don't know why I'm the bad guy. But hey, somebody has to take the fall.
Yeah, well, it's over and done with at this point. But it was comedy.
Yeah. Thank you to Elizabeth Ruiz for a remarkable and memorable show. It will go down in history. I mean, we got thousands and thousands of views already in the first
I feel really bad for her, just in the way that I don't know. I just don't think that she really understood the power of radio and just social media, how they're going to latch on to something like that.
She's a social media influencer. She knows the power of social media. There was a little
bit of a disconnection there.
I don't think she knew.
Everything she said was, I just was
I don't think she knew either, but
what did she think was going to happen?
She called me the next day and she said, I'm not supposed to even talk about Vaughn. Could we take that all out? No.
That's the whole show.
But anyway, shout out to her. It was a great interview. Thank you for a memorable moment. Thank you to all our viewers who are leaving the craziest, wildest comments. Thank you to Andrew for being an amazing sport and representing the Asian community and coming back strong and not running away from it. I had to take Andrew out to breakfast with the team yesterday, make sure he was good. Because social media and the craze of people seeing you online and talking shit could be a lot. I've dealt with it. You've dealt with it. Bobby Love has dealt with it, I'm sure.
Yeah, hilarious.
Are you awake this morning?
I'm awake, man. I'm up here soaking these rays in, man.
Okay, we're going to talk about what else you're soaking in. So weekend recap. Go ahead.
Okay, weekend recap. Nothing. I was just riding around and getting it.
Wait, so following Elizabeth Ruiz's interview about getting shitted on and little dicks, you want to say you was riding around getting it?
Just, trying to get like business in order and that sort of thing. Do
you count the days that you have to go between having sex and not having sex? Like, do you ever? Because I'll tell you,
no, because I'd be depressed.
When was the last time you made passion?
What is making passion, Jill? Please
you know
stop.
what you look.
That's not making passion.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know what he makes me think of?
What?
There's this one guy,
the predator that lives in the basement.
There's this one guy that really, really wanted to he just
fuck you.
Yeah, all that shit. And you know what his line? He was like, "You just are you look like a big juicy cheeseburger." How the fuck is that a compliment? And
was that Lil Burger?
No, it was not. And so then, my girlfriend ended up having sex with him, and as she told me about it, she was like, "Melissa, I swear to God, I wish I could unfuck him." And I was like, "Why? What happened?" She was like, "When he was about to come, he was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cream." You make me think of that guy when you say, "Did you make passion?"
So speaking of cream, last night we were at Floyd Mayweather's house.
I feel nasty even having said that.
Last night we were at Floyd Mayweather's house. Yeah. Speaking of cream,
they were, not me.
And Floyd, we'll talk about why we left you out in a minute. But Floyd got sent this link to a porno. And he insisted that we all sit around the table and watch it. And there was this Asian woman. Shout out to Andrew in the Asian community again. It was this Asian woman fucking this guy. I don't even know if he was Asian because you couldn't really see his face. You could just see him pumping.
You know why I didn't believe he was? Because he had a lot of pubic hair.
Asian, it
was very curly.
So you're saying Asian
coarse.
Men don't have pubic hair?
Andrew, is your
no. We are not bringing my buddy. My buddy is not coming into this reckless ass conversation. I gotta protect my friends. Okay, look. So anyway, he was pumping this little thing away. She had some big breasts. They look natural too, but I don't know.
Who knows?
Okay, but that's not the point of the video. I will say ejaculated on her just for the sake of trying to be somewhat clinical about this. And I mean, he sprayed her the fuck down. I mean, it was so much cum that it almost made me throw up.
Yeah, it was really disgusting. But I think that it was a fetish kind of porn. There's a kind of.
But if a man nutted on you like that, would you be upset?
Okay, look, there was.
Because your hair. The first thing you would do is grab that weave.
Listen, let me tell you something. I do not believe for a single second that was real ejaculation. Yeah. Because then we saw his nutsack, and I was like, okay, so this is fetish.
I didn't see his nutsack.
I did, and there was. I was like, this is fetish porn for people who really like that creamsicle kind of.
If I don't jack off for a month straight, I'm coming. I'm spraying some shit down.
It was like a hose. She was getting it in her eye. It was all over her hair. Okay. It was everything. She was bathed in it.
First of all, cum is made for going in your mouth. No, but I just wanted to cut the monotony. Okay, look, listen.
It's not coconut oil. It does nothing for the enamel of your teeth.
Let me say this. If I was to take a super big gulp full of water or something and throw it on you, There was more cum than that.
I've seen that shit before.
No, at one point she was giving him a blowjob. You missed this part. At one point she was giving him a blowjob, and then he nutted again. It looked like an egg yolk dropped out of her mouth. I was like, bullshit. I call bullshit.
I had caramel corn at the movie, so my mouth was tasting kind of sweet. It was too much going on for me.
But you didn't answer the question, Melissa. Like, what would you do? Like,
now let me tell you something. That's the difference between me and Elizabeth Ruiz. Is I am an artist of deflection. Okay, I am the master.
So you didn't answer, but you didn't answer my question. Right. If a man would have, hold on, let me get the question out for the viewers. Man. Did you fucking did you smoke a blunt on the way over here, or do some fucking acid or something? Your ass is on
a little different today.
I am still tired. I'm trying to catch up, and you are like jumping around the fucking room.
Oh man,
shit! I'm like, she must have got some dick last night, but we did get home kind of late.
I did not.
Because I did.
Answer the question, Jason. I want to know.
Why are you rubbing your eyes like you are asleep? You're asleep. You're on 10. Like, what kind of drugs did y'all do before I got to this motherfucker today?
We're still talking about weekend recap. What was yours
if
like?
Somebody threw no, she trying to deflect. Right. You ain't gonna curve this curve, queen. Okay, shit. Now I gotta wake the fuck up today and work. I was trying to have an easy motherfucking day. Okay, if a man was fucking you and he nutted on you the way that he nutted on that girl, nut flying everywhere in your eye. Hold on, nut in your eye, nut in your nose, nut in your ear. You can't hear right now. You got nut in your weave. Then you go to tell him to stop, nut in your mouth. What do you do?
First of all, as far as I'm concerned, there is an etiquette that happens.
There ain't no etiquette in fucking.
There is etiquette.
There ain't, not if you fucking raw, ain't no etiquette.
No, there's
etiquette.
No, because the guy is supposed to ask, where can I put it?
No, you supposed to. Well, no, first of all, you're supposed to just put it in your mouth.
No.
But
you are a liar. You're a motherfucking liar.
But wait, when you're coming that much, you're not asking where to put it because it's gonna go everywhere.
That was like elephant ejaculation, okay?
Can you please answer the question?
There is no man on the face of this earth, maybe that 19-inch Mexican dude, he might be able to do that.
Let's get to that later, but for right now, the question is quit deflecting, answer this.
What do you do,
No,
Melissa,
hold on, Jill. Let me ask again because she's on fucking trial now. Okay? Your Honor, tell her to answer the motherfucking question.
I answered the question.
The man nuts all over you the way he did that girl. Do you and you like him? It's not Daniel Sunjata or anything like that.
That's hysterical. That's hysterical.
It's actually somebody that you like. Okay, so he's doing all that, and your weave isn't protected. What do you do? Do you stop or do you just get into it?
Well, obviously it stops because he just came.
No, because he came like 3 times yesterday.
But do you get into it? Do you like, yeah, or do you like?
Let us find out that Melissa Ford is a closet freak.
I mean,
she a closet freak. You could tell, man.
Go to her room and she got shower caps by the bed, just in case motherfucker starts raining.
I mean, there's something called baby shampoo. You just wash it out if it gets in your hair, I guess. I don't know.
You're born.
I know.
So I used to date somebody when I was younger that nutted a lot. It was a relationship didn't last that long. Cause I was
Is that why?
I was amazed by it the first time. So then I said, you know what, let's go in the bathroom. Just jack off in the sink so I can see that this is like a natural experience. Because this is disgusting. That motherfucker almost filled the sink up. We didn't hang out after that. For real. His name is Eric. I'd have to go on the phone and get his name.
I wish I could bust like that.
That's what we call a yogurt factory.
But what if you swallow that?
What?
No, wait. Sorry. No. I didn't mean to look at you.
Do you swallow?
We just get comfortable on that. No, I was meaning like your girl. Like if you not your girl.
I know. I mean,
fuck, I can't even say that.
I get more often to like not seeing them swallow, just like seeing it go in their mouth and all over their face and their ass and their titties and shit, and them like soaking it in and like looking at me with that lustful eye.
People get mad at us for talking about sex all the time, but how could you not? There's 3 different sexual dynamics at this table, right? Like for me, I'm like strictly like Christianity at this point. I ain't doing shit.
Oh no.
Okay, so we can recap. What you want to talk about last night?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we were at Floyd's house, and we went and saw that movie Split. That shit was hilarious. Okay, so it was a little scary.
Set it up.
It was a little. So if anybody,
I don't like scary movies, by the way.
Okay, so if nobody's heard of this movie Split, it's M. Night Shyamalan, same dude who did Signs and The Sixth Sense. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And so it's a movie about this guy who basically has like 23 personalities, just fighting for the position inside his body, and he kidnaps 3 girls. And boy. Woo! It was suspenseful. At one point, I screamed.
So no. So Floyd. So we go into the thing. Floyd sits right here. I leave a seat between Floyd and I for Melissa. Melissa sits next to Floyd and next to me. Floyd is the fucking ringleader of all this shit.
He is the worst.
He likes to see these horrific ass movies.
And then wonder
the funny
who
part
brought
was
us.
the funny part is he told his best friend Harlem Hot Boy, sit right here because I know you're gonna get scared. You need support. Okay, so long story short, this fucking movie is getting wild. He's kidnapped these girls. He's doing crazy shit. And then there was a part in the movie where, I don't know, he did something scary. Melissa's sitting next to me eating red vines. I got fucking caramel corn. And Floyd is sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? And then something scary happened. And so I look down to text somebody and Melissa goes, ah! And so me,
Jason-
listen, I'm a nigga from the hood, bro.
You ready to run out that
What? I was like, what? But I did it out loud.
Red vines and gummy bears just flew in the air.
Did y'all have a private theater? Or was it like an open theater?
It was
No,
an
it was
open
open.
theater.
'Cause no
But
one
y'all
was
went
really
in after
there.
the lights and stuff went down.
Yeah,
huh?
nobody knew
Yeah.
we were there. I mean, we didn't have
Yeah.
a security or nothing like that. But the funny part was when she jumped, I jumped, but we jumped together so loud next to Floyd. He looking at us like, the fuck? And then everybody's like, yo, man, you a straight bitch, dog. They talked about me on there. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I've been shot, bruh.
Right. And he's saying the shit hurt.
When motherfuckers stuck, because the little girl was getting molested in the film, and
That movie-
Floyd was like, what the fuck is this sick ass film? Like the film that you chose, nigga?
It was a dark movie. But it's good. It's good. I like the moral of the story.
Which
no one
is
else.
what?
I didn't like the ending. The bitch was in the zoo. For everybody
Don't
out there,
tell
Oh
the
my
ending,
God.
man.
the bitch was in the zoo.
Don't tell the ending.
A man-
Don't everybody don't
found
listen
her.
to don't listen to him.
Her
Just
child
don't listen
molested
to
uncle.
him.
Her child molested uncle came.
The moral
Is that what you do when somebody's coming in you, when your girl's coming in your mouth?
the moral of the story is whatever you believe yourself to be, you are.
The moral of the story is don't go watch it next to a scary ass bitch who gonna make you look like a scary ass bitch.
Yeah, that was funny.
But look, we try to play it off, but then we was laughing at ourselves so damn hard. People was looking at us like, y'all some bitches.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so Gio, what'd you do?
I just went to Carnival last night. That's about
Oh
it.
shit, that was last night?
Yeah, it was amazing. J.R. Taylor had one of the best pieces there. Carnival is this motherfucker and this lover over here.
What?
So Carnival is a dancers ball for a lot of top choreographers and dancers, and probably was like, what the fuck is Carnival? It's not like the Carnival. So I just went there to support there, and that was it, man. Just came my black ass back home. But before I went there, I was seeing what y'all was doing, and then when I seen what y'all was doing, and then I texted to see what y'all was doing if I could join, nobody replied. So fuck both of y'all.
Yeah, shout out to our followers. You have fans out there who keep insistently hitting me up saying that we need to stop leaving you out.
I mean, if we are a brand, we need to start being seen together.
First of all,
goddamn.
that was not brand activities. That was just friends hanging out.
That's okay, man. I don't give a fuck. I stayed at home and then went out.
So I watched our show last week, and you revealing that you were an escort at one point in your life was really amazing. I just want to thank you for having the courage to talk about slanging dick for money.
First of all, I never slang dick for money. I took older women out on dates, and then for extra, I smashed.
That's pretty much the same thing.
That's hoe shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay, but
Listen,
thank you for sharing.
$1,000 to bust. That ain't bad money.
Okay.
If I'm in a relationship and a dude says, shout out to my nigga that just got out of jail. Yesterday, I get a call. He's like, yo, he's not my nigga. Let me back up. My friend who I'm talking to, he was just like, yo, I just got out of jail.
Only done it twice, by the way.
It doesn't matter. If you're a hoe, you're a hoe.
I'm not a hoe.
But that's okay because the way the economy is set up, we've talked, I told y'all I have no problem tricking.
This was so long ago. It's like I was like 21.
Okay.
So you're justifying it. Okay, it's okay.
You don't want to be, you don't want to be judged by your prior act.
Hey,
bad
man,
acts.
I used to be a stripper and I used to escort women. So what?
Nothing wrong with that.
Not
Did
a
you have
damn
like a
thing.
drawer full of thongs?
No, I ain't with no goddamn thongs.
So are you going to go to the slut walk?
No, shit. I am not a slut anymore.
Okay, so what did I do this week? I didn't really do anything this week. I've just been, you want to say something?
I can't wait to the comments on this one.
Oh,
they
yeah.
gonna get y'all.
No, listen, this week all I did was line up all my business. Hollywood Unlocked is taking over. I don't care what anybody say. Oh, but side note, shout out to Robin from Baller Alert. I text her the clips from the Elizabeth Ruiz interview, and she texted me back. She said, you ain't shit. I said, why? She said, y'all told that girl you had her back. Y'all ain't got her fucking back. We did have your back, but you went a little too far. Okay, but this week I just been lining up all Hollywood Unlocked stuff, hiring a new publicist. We just did a deal with a company named Dance On and Izzo that Madonna is the owner of, and I'm excited about that. And so we're starting development on the content, just growing, excited. Got our set back for the show. You guys saw the set?
Love it. Beautiful set, guys. It's gorgeous. Wish I could show you guys, but can't.
No, you
Set.
can't.
I know. I said I wish I could, but I can't.
Yeah, our set is amazing. So we shoot that pilot coming up soon. And yeah, just been working. That's it. Hopefully we go to Mexico this weekend.
I'm not going to be on that trip.
Too bad.
I know.
So what's going on in the world, Melissa?
Okay, well.
Allegedly.
Okay, well, we've lost two very influential people. One was an icon, Mary Tyler Moore. She passed away. She was, a feminist and activist. She broke down barriers when it came to, women in comedy on television with the Mary Tyler Moore Show. But, she was 80. In comparison to Q from World Star Hip Hop, the founder and CEO who passed away at the age of 43, which is just so sad, so sad. He was such a great guy. You were just having a conversation with him literally the night before.
The saddest part of the whole experience, death is real. Like I've always had this issue with dying because it's coming. You just don't know when. I wish, I'll get back to Q in a bit, but I wish we knew how much time we had left. But I guess then maybe we should just be living like we don't have any time left, right? So yeah, I was texting Q from World Star the night before he died, literally like late in the evening. I had sent him the clips. He posted it. He was like, yo, your show is crazy. I keep seeing it. We support it. He's posted a lot of our clips on World Star. And I was just like, yo, bro, when are you coming to LA? He said, next Tuesday. I said, okay, when you come to LA, you got to do the show. He was like, hell no, I ain't sitting in that hot seat. I said, no, if we were to interview you, it would be all about business, building a brand, how you've been able to dominate the space. And we just really, really met and connected in Miami not too long ago at the Heat game. And we were talking about Hollywood Unlocked. He came back to the strip club and I was the bartender and we had a private room and I was serving him drinks and stuff. And he was just like such the coolest person. But what I loved about our conversations is he would give me tips about how not to get your social media flagged and how to give the right copyright credits and making sure how to stay true to your brand. And one thing that he said to me, he said, how do you stay true to Hollywood Unlocked if you have all these celebrity friends? He said, because I know people and I like people, but I stay true to the culture. And no matter what I post, what the fuck is going to be right for the viewers. And I think that's why he's been so successful. One more thing I'll share. I was saying to him, I said, Q, I was in London recently and I was at a club and a fight broke out. And these motherfuckers from London were like, World Star. And he was cracking up, but he was talking about how he built that culture. So to wake up, be at breakfast with the team and to get the call that he died, a lot of things went in my mind. Number one, I'd be joking around and playing around with this fitness shit. It's real shit, right? That's one. So I went to the gym last night and I ate good all day and I started all day today. I'm going to the gym today. I'm in it. Two, he was only 4 years older than me, and he had apparently 4 heart attacks from what they said. So it just makes the reality of like our life and where our life can go.
Our sense of mortality, yep.
Yeah, I mean, when you're young like Andrew and fucking Brian and shit, you really think like, oh shit, I got 80 years. You may not have 80 years. So, I mean, it was a sad day. Shout out to the World Star family and shout out to Q and all his family. But it was sad. And it was a sad day for hip hop because he is a big figurehead in hip hop music.
Yeah, I only had the pleasure of meeting him once at All Diff Digital Comedy Show, and it was quick, but he was super nice. And he recognized me from some things that I did because I was making their compilations, and we talked, we exchanged information, never talked after that. But man, that was crazy for me. 43, my mother passed at 49. That's young. So
that's young.
Yeah,
that's very young.
10 years from where I am right now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, what? It's such a waste almost. I mean, knowing that finding out that he'd had 4 heart attacks previous to this, you think that somebody might want to, make some alterations to their lifestyle, changing the way that they eat, maybe, getting together a realistic exercise plan, just trying to stay on the planet a little bit longer. But, I don't know. It really was sad. 43 is just too young.
So young.
It's too young. It's too young.
I think your point is that some things are preventable. Like you can put in the work. I mean, like for me, I wake up every day and say, I want to be healthy. I did the vegan thing for 30 days, but I realized that wasn't a lifestyle that I would want to adapt for the rest of my life. I like eating meat, no pun intended.
No.
And I just feel like, damn.
Listen, America is a country that is based it's capitalistic. It's heavy. We're very everything is go big or go home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no sense of restriction here. And, we have to find a way to discipline ourselves in that sense. You have to find a way to just, kind of turn down, just like the luxuries of food and stuff like that. And just, put in the effort to work out every now and then.
And it may not even be that. I think even like for
Because-
somebody like me, I think it's just the lack of making me the priority.
Yeah.
Like I am the reason why I can. Everything I'm doing is because I'm alive.
Yeah.
Right.
So the better I feel, the healthier I am, the more creative I'll be, the longevity I'll have in actually being around to be creative. You know, I look at some people living to 96, 100. Like this motherfucker was 43.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
and it's like
crazy.
he leaves behind this empire. So, you know, in that respect, what's the point of working so hard and making all this money when you're just going to pass?
Right.
Yeah, you're going to pass away and you're not even going to really be able to enjoy it for a long term.
I always say my goal is to sell Hollywood Unlocked in 5 to 7 years for $500 million. To think I would die before I could actually spend that shit, because y'all know I need a trip to the DR with that. Can you imagine when I get?
Get
I don't
your
wanna talk about
endurance
that.
up, honey.
When I
Get your
get
endurance
When I get
up.
off the plane, I was just thinking, really quick side note, and okay, so let's put a pin in Q.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Q from World Star.
Yes.
When you fuck so much, can your dick go limp to the point to where you got to put an injection
I don't
in it?
have a penis.
How do
I
we
don't
trans-
know. I have no idea.
No,
How do we
let me tell you
segue
what.
from
Don't
that?
even know
No,
what
let me tell you what.
happens.
Because I was thinking, if I was to go to Dominican Republic with $500 million, knowing that I can get sex out there for $35,
Oh, but you're gonna pay for some ass, huh?
well, Dominican Republic don't count because everything that happens outside the U.S. is
Oh,
really,
boy.
you know. Like, do you count the people you fuck out of the country?
Yes,
I don't.
I do.
I don't. Why?
Shit, it's a body count.
You have that body count in that country. So when you go to Egypt, you're a virgin. Okay, but anyway, I don't know why I was bringing it up. Fuck it. Okay, what else is going on in the world?
I've never had random stranger sex when I've traveled.
Have you had random stranger sex in your hometown?
What?
What? Don't see. People
So,
always go
listen.
deaf.
Media training.
People always
media
go
training.
deaf.
Media training.
So listen, you
You
mentioned
gonna curve that question?
You mentioned Madonna earlier. Texas radio station has banned her music completely and
She's
totally.
a half a billionaire. She doesn't give
She
a
don't
fuck.
give a fuck.
You know what I love about Madonna? She and I have the same motherfucking birthday. She's a Leo. Leo Nation, stand up.
She-
Best motherfucking zodiac out there.
She is a Leo, and yes.
Why'd they ban her though?
Because of her comments that she'd made at the Women's March. Oh my God!
What did she say?
Hold
Some people
on,
may
we
not-
can recap. I went to the Women's March here
I
in
saw
LA.
your ass there.
Okay,
Shut your
can we
face.
stay on topic with Madonna
Sorry.
threatening to blow up the White House?
Okay, that's basically it. They found her comments to be unpatriotic, and they didn't like that she was trying to incite violence and blah blah blah. So they banned her music. There's no place for it here. So her and her royalties can go sit somewhere.
She don't care.
And so the march.
I don't think she cares. Yeah. Oh my God, it was
There's a lot of pussy power out there.
a lot of people wearing pussy hats. Yeah, a lot of
Was
people.
it pussy hats?
That's what they were called, pussy hats.
Did you feel liberated?
You know what? I felt it was really good energy.
Was it better than the slut walk?
I've never been to the slut walk.
Okay, is it better than what you expect the slut walk to be?
What I loved was that there.
Fuck all this media training you got
I'm
going on
not.
right now. Nigga,
I'm
you
not.
trying it.
No. First of all, they expected maybe.
Melissa Ford, I've seen
Listen.
old video clips. Hold on. This bitch is a pro. I have seen her on carpets. I have seen her in the Breakfast Club. This bitch knows how to dodge a motherfucker. If she was a fucking baseball player, she would catch
Goofy ass laugh.
and dodge everything.
I should be a CIA agent actually.
Okay.
But anyways, what I was gonna say was. The energy was just fantastic. First of all, LA had a permit for like maybe 150,000 to 200,000 people. 750,000 people showed up. In DC, 200,000 people permit.
And this was
like
all organized by a
1,000,000
small group of women too.
Really, honestly, yeah, it was. But what it was amazing was to know that it was taking place on all 7 continents. All 7
wow.
continents. Yeah, in Antarctica. Okay?
Shit.
There was women holding up signs in solidarity saying that we stand with you, et cetera, like countries across the world. The energy was just so good. There wasn't one arrest. Worldwide,
Wow.
not
There were
one
a lot-
arrest.
I mean, Trump said that celebrities are the reason that is what hurt the cause. That too many celebrities showed up because you had Alicia Keys, you had Janelle Monáe, you had Whoopi Goldberg, you had Katy Perry, you had a lot of women. Amber Rose was actually out. I saw one picture of her with one girl. I would think somebody like that running a slut walk or at least trying to be a feminist and leading a feminist
okay,
movement.
listen,
would-
I don't know about all that, and I don't even understand his
so
claim.
you don't think Amber should have had a bigger role in this
No.
women's march?
I don't really know what everybody. I don't know.
We're talking about Amber, not
I
everybody.
I would have.
Oh, so you're censored now? Okay.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm
Ask
not
whatever question.
censoring anything. I would have expected to see
the
her
only
up
one
on the
getting
stage,
calls these
but
days.
I didn't see her. Like I didn't see her. But there were 750,000 people there. It was hard to find anybody.
Were
Your
there men
phones
there
weren't
too?
working, huh?
Were there men there too?
Tons of guys. tons of guys. It was families. There was generations of women, like grandmothers, mothers, daughters there together. The signs were the best part. They were hilarious. I saw women dressed as suffragettes, like from the early 1900s. I saw one sign said, "Ugh, where do I begin?" Or I don't even know where to start.
Donald Trump can't grab this pussy.
Yeah.
Okay, can we go on to another subject?
Okay,
The
sorry.
Women's March, I feel all the empowerment across the table.
I just, listen.
Pussy's a power among the world. Now, where were they to vote?
Okay.
Where the fuck were these people voting?
Listen, I'm Canadian. I can't vote, so I can't speak on
I'm
the
so
voting.
confused about this world, though. If
But
everybody
speaking-
was so mad about Trump now, where the fuck were y'all when it was time to go vote? Or maybe they did vote because Hillary did get the popular vote, but the electoral gave it to him.
Well,
Exactly.
speaking of Hillary getting the popular vote, Trump is launching an investigation into voter fraud because he just is having a very difficult time with the fact that people keep saying she won the popular vote. I'm just wondering how he can launch an investigation into voter fraud but also not, deal with questions that question the validity of his win. You can't have it both ways. It seems like that he wants to have it
there was
both
a
ways.
time-
Like
there was
these
a-
alternative facts.
There was a time I had it both ways, so it is possible.
Okay. All right, Burger King.
No, that's your way.
Hey, but honestly,
Right away.
is there any type of way to overthrow the president? Like if they did launch that and see that like she won, or really like if there was some type of shit going on behind
But
the
you're
scenes?
alleging that 3 million undocumented illegal people voted in the election. First of all, it's almost undemocratic to make that type of false allegation against democracy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think the fact that he is sitting in the Oval Office as a king and signing all these executive orders left and right and undermining the democratic process of moving through Congress is the craziest thing I think I have ever seen in my life. I don't even know. Maybe when we come back, we can go down the list of every executive order he signed. But he has signed away restricted abortions. He is signing.
Obamacare is gone.
No, Obamacare is not gone, but he's definitely going to go in and tear it apart. He's signed an order to move forward with the pipeline against the Indians up there in Dakota.
Oh, and he's put a media freeze on all of the stuff that he's doing with the EPA, the Environmental Protection Act. He's put a media freeze on that. So anything that he does, there's not going to be no comment on it.
So let's be very clear. This is an administration for big business. Now, as an entrepreneur, if I look at it from a strict tax code situation, if I sell my company for $500 million, do I want to give up $200 million? No. But there's so many more issues than that.
Like what's
Like a woman should be able to decide if she wants to have an abortion or not. Period.
yeah?
I don't think so. That's what he would say.
Oh, that was an
Yeah.
impression.
Oh, you about to get your ass beat.
That was awesome.
No, that was my impersonation of Donald Trump ass nigga. But listen, at the end of the day, I do agree a woman should decide if she wants to have an abortion, but I guess he feels like she shouldn't. I mean, I'm just terrified, man. Like I'm seeing make America great hats again, people wearing them, like, but it's people wearing them for like a fashion trend, like I'm like, what the fuck?
But
you
what
wearing that
he's
for?
done well, people, is he has tapped into people unemployed, not having jobs, wanting jobs leaving the country. Some of his economic plan makes sense in terms of, why are we allowing companies to take jobs overseas to then tax us to send the products back into our own country? Some of that shit I get with, okay? But to tell a woman she doesn't have the control over her own body, to fucking with the Indians over that land that's already been settled by the previous president. Like presidents come in and just say, okay, what's happened before me is done. Here's some changes I want to do moving forward. But like if Barack would have came in and did half the shit Donald is doing right now, he would have been assassinated.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty,
I mean,
it's pretty disconcerting.
Okay, so what else is going on in the news?
What's his name? President Obama, before he left office, he commuted a whole bunch of prison sentences. A lot of people who had been, convicted of drug offenses, nonviolent drug offenses, who had, lengthy sentences. Some of them were, life sentences. He commuted more sentences than any president before him. However, one person that he had commuted his sentence was actually shot and killed in a halfway house. So he's actually better off in jail. Would have been alive.
Really?
Yeah. So he was in a halfway house, and two guys came in with guns blazing, put everybody on the floor and went looking directly for him
And killed him.
and killed him. Yep.
Pulled the mask off. Damn, I
Yep.
noticed that.
Yeah. Happened in Michigan. I was like,
Can we not make a joke about murder?
It's not. It's not. You kind of slightly smiled though. We'll continue though.
It's crazy. And speaking of murder, Chicago is off to a hell of a start right now. There's like been 228 shootings in this year alone.
Donald Trump said if they keep it up, I'm sending in the feds.
Yeah. He's sending in the feds to quell,
you know what that means, right?
To quell the carnage.
But you know what that means?
SWAT team.
What is it? Martial law. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Martial law. There's going to be, and I think that's another dig to Obama, in all honesty, because everybody knows he's going back to Chicago, and he's
from Chicago.
He's from Chicago, so he has promised to basically, kind of try to fix the problem of what's happening. And so this is Trump's way of saying, I'm going to fuck you one more time.
Gotcha, Barack.
It's very interesting because I think he's playing a very dangerous game. But anyway, shout out to him, and I wish no more violence to anybody, including Donald Trump.
I mean,
I hate that. Like you say, I don't wish death on anybody, but do you think there's going to be some attempts on Donald Trump?
I mean, you have pissed off every single group in the fucking world. I mean, I have to look out for Deshaun Jackson.
So you can't imagine the whole world.
The whole world?
Right.
I'd be sitting up in my apartment like, fuck that. I ain't going out today.
Right, man.
Okay, so YG and Mariah Carey hanging out. What do you think about that?
I'm all for it.
I feel like there's a music video gonna happen.
Yeah.
Drop. I don't think that isn't he with his baby mama?
He with Mariah today.
I don't think so. The photo looks a little staged.
I think it's a good look for YG. His name is it's already out there, but
that's a great look for YG. It's a good
look for him. And Mariah, she got her nice little netted stockings, and she has her little sexy lingerie.
I think it's publicity stunt.
Okay, so YG and Mariah Carey dating. You wouldn't date a younger guy, like younger. Like, she
always with Brian Tanaka, her dancer. I thought
allegedly.
Well, true.
They together.
Yeah, they together.
So then there goes that YG rumor.
No, not necessarily, because she was dating a billionaire when she was fucking Brian.
That's
allegedly.
True.
She was.
True that. Would I date a younger guy? Yeah, why not? I mean, he's just got to be mature, because I can't.
You don't like goofy guys? He couldn't be goofy?
What do you mean goofy?
Like make you laugh and shit.
You can make me laugh, but you can
has to be in a sophisticated way.
No, you just have to have a sense of maturity about you. I'm not trying to deal with fuckboy shit.
What's the youngest guy you would date?
24.
No.
20?
That's too young.
That's
20? 21?
That's you, honey.
21.
No.
21?
29. 28,
28.
29. Yeah.
27, 28.
That's not young. That's old.
No, it's not old.
Old to me.
Yeah, I know. You like them young
yeah, but
and
I'm talking to a 26-year-old right now. A 27-year-old just got out of jail. Like 28, what is that?
I just said 27, 28.
Why not 22? What if you found a 22-year-old who was like passionate about you, mature, could goofy, all this shit?
Because when I was leaving high school, he was born.
But why does that matter?
That would just kind of...
Why does that matter?
Because that would really just fuck with me.
Why?
Because you know what?
What if he had a big dick and
listen,
you guys
let me
were
say
having
something.
a good time?
A lot of times 22-year-olds still have that kid look to their face, and I would feel very much like a pedophile.
Would you?
You ever seen how Still got a groove back?
Yes, but that was Taye Diggs, and he was like, 31,
and
32?
he looked young as hell in that movie.
He didn't look
that young. But what if you found a 22-year-old that gave you your groove back?
She said, "What? I ain't lost my groove."
Like
I say he was a thug from Crenshaw.
Find him, and I'll tell you.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
You like thugs? Oh God.
Yeah, I like a little.
Okay,
thug.
so you were gonna say about Chrisette Michele.
Yeah, Chrisette Michele, poor child.
She got 250 bands. She ain't tripping.
But here's the thing: it's either 250 or 750. I can't get a grip on.
It don't matter. She got more money in one day than I did.
Well, she's pissed off because she didn't get a chance to meet Trump. She felt like she was used for the cause, and she didn't even get.
Did she say that?
Yes, she said it on another radio station.
Her family
today.
disowned her. Poor
She
girl.
said part of her family members are like former Black Panthers, and she has been disowned. And
I'm gonna take a different approach to this today. Fuck your family, okay? When your family ain't paying your bills, you got to make decisions based on your own economic situation.
Yeah, but Chrisette Michele can make 250 bands.
Chrisette Michele ain't made $250,000 since she was out fucking before R&B divas. I don't even think she was doing it then.
Chrisette Michele can make that.
Chrisette Michele can't make shit.
Yes, she can. She was still selling out shows.
What show? The fucking Savoy? She wasn't selling out arenas. Shout out to Rihanna and Beyonce.
This is true.
Hold on. Somebody call me up right now and say, yo, bro.
Set the Savoy.
Yo, bro. Like, just hypothetically, we want to, like, film shitting on Melissa Ford or something like that, right? For 250 bands. I'm going to have to call Melissa and be like, bitch, listen, the way this economy is set up, let's talk about the split. You want to take 60-40? Like, let's make it happen.
Right.
I don't think her family she shouldn't give a fuck about her family. Now, on the other end, if she did it because she thought she was going to be in the White House singing all the Negro carols during Christmas holidays for the president, well, bitch, that's your fucking problem.
Ain't nobody going to that White House for the next 4 years.
I'm going. Why wouldn't I go?
Why would you?
Why wouldn't I go? Because Donald Trump is the president. That's our house. That is our country's house. That is not his house. He works in the country's house.
Would you take a picture with Donald Trump?
It depends. Let me say this. I am not a Donald Trump fan. I don't believe in his policies.
Why not?
I don't believe in how, I'm telling you, motherfucker, if you listen, thank you for waking up. I'm not, I don't support his policies. I don't support the way he's leading the country right now. But if I was, okay, Hollywood Unlocked, let's talk from business. We are an impartial brand. We don't support, endorse. We talk about what's happening. How would I not want to go in the White House and talk to the man that the world is talking about? Of course, if I can interview Donald Trump or get into the White House to talk to him, I would. Of course.
Oh, that's a good look for you. I'm just talking about you won't be caught hanging out with him at Carl's Jr.
He don't suck dick, and I don't fuck motherfucking models that don't speak English. So, well, let me think. I mean, yeah, we don't have the same interests, so I would not hang out with him.
Right.
But if he was going to launch a program that was funding media companies, would I apply for it and hopefully try to get it and use every relationship I have to get in front of him to get it? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? So what's going to happen? Niggas going to say I'm a coon. Niggas is out shooting each other anyway. Now I'm going to start sounding like one of my friends. I'm not going to go too far. I don't support Donald Trump as his policies and as a president yet. But I do support our country, and I believe that as a part of the democracy in this country, we should all play an active role. I don't believe in sitting on the sidelines. Everybody yelling at Chrisette Michelle and calling her a coon. I don't know. That's a hard one.
I was about to say that's a hard place to be in, but I appreciate that. What about you?
Listen, her story just keeps changing. And if it was just about the check, then make it about the check. Yo, motherfuckers.
In and out.
250 grand? I'm sorry.
I'm
singing a couple of songs. I am. But she starts talking about, I'm an artist, so I was, making a nonverbal statement with my Basquiat inspired skirt. Girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Girlfriend.
Well, Chris and Michelle, you $250,000 rich.
No one's buying it. They're just not. Just take the check and go.
This goes back to my question. Does it mean, okay, so do you think it's fair that every single person that is in any way
affiliated
performing with, I don't think you're affiliated with Donald Trump for performing at the White House.
I think people get lack for it because people are conscious about what's going on and who Donald Trump is. That's like me saying, Donald Trump, Giovanni wants you to come and host his next event. In my mind, I'm gonna be like, damn, I know this.
Okay, so let me give you an example. Let me give you a real example. Mm-hmm. So there's a billionaire that I'm talking to right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked to you about this before. The billionaire has this program set up to go and fund other programs by African Americans in countries all over, in cities all over the country, and to address the violence in inner cities. This is a billionaire who was a white man who came out of living in the hood, in the ghetto, selling drugs. He has his own story. So anyway, he's talking about doing this. If I say to him, pay me $1 million for Hollywood Unlocked to go and report for the next year, $1 million a year for the next 4 years to do this. Now, mind you, this organization or these efforts may be funded by the government. The government is not Donald Trump. He's a part of it, but he's not the whole government. Does that make me a coon because I'm now working to tell a story that's happening in the country that's going to be told anyway?
See, that's what I'm saying. I think it's different. It would be different for you because you're reporting things that people want to know and keep people abreast with the president. With me, as son going to host his party, like, okay, fool, you going to host his party? Like, come on, like, you already know what's up with that, brother. But you is different because you're reporting news to people about what's going on in the White House. So I think it's different, and it's $1 million a year.
But she's saying, and she got a check, and then everybody is mad at her. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I listened to a Chrisette Michelle album. She can sing, But even and she was a little bitchy at one of my parties, but I don't know. Anyway, we have Michael Blackson is in the building.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, you motherfuckers? I'm in the building.
So
This little ass. We're in the closet right now, man. Y'all tell niggas how small your room is in this motherfucker.
wait, we don't need to start the show by talking about Gio.
Okay.
They get hashed with because I was living in the basement, bro.
Is that what it is?
I moved out.
He said living in the closet. I was just. It
Oh,
was a
hey,
joke.
man,
Come on. I'm not a comedian.
That
but
went
we have,
all the way over my
We
head.
have one of the funniest people.
Yes, we do.
In the room, so I'm trying to step up my comedic game.
Yeah, you good, man.
Okay, so go ahead, Cornbread.
Anyway, Mike,
Cornbread was his stripper name when he was an escort back in Chicago. Did you know he used to sell?
Damn, man, god damn.
So on our last show, he
Man,
shared.
this is one of my friends, man. I want my friend.
Then he should know he rolling with a hoe. He used to sell dick in Chicago.
Yo,
Tell the
this
truth.
brother invite me to his parties at his house. I don't want this nigga looking at me without his side like this nigga used to sell dick.
Not knowing you was looking for clients.
Hey man, I was like 2021 anyway, man. Michael Blackson is our guest, not me. We're not gonna put me in the hot seat today. Tell the people where you from, man, because a lot of people don't know where you from, man.
I don't know where I'm from, man. God damn it. I can't. Donald Trump is the president. Don't worry about where I'm from. Right now, I'm from South Central, motherfuckers. West Africa, I got Ghana in my blood, Liberia. Went to school in Nigeria for a little bit. Raised in Southwest Philly.
Oh, see, people didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was raised in Philly, man.
Born and raised?
No. I'm born
On
in
the
West
playground.
Africa.
Oh, now I was just doing a little Fresh Prince tie-in.
But yeah, I've been in the States for about 20-something years. Been doing stand-up for a very long time. You know that.
You are one of the funniest people, man, in the world. And the thing I like about it, because it took some time for people to start really noticing that, man. And now, like the 2015 to 2017, you've been hot, bro.
But I gotta put that on social media. I got on social media and I started going hard and not caring about what I say or Social media kind of made me a little bit more popular the last 3 years. And also shout out to Q, rest in peace.
We were just talking about that.
Worldstar, my show actually used to air on his show. My show used to be on his website every Friday. It was called Black Friday. It was a show where I made fun of everything that went down during the week, and he aired it on his network every week and gave me a lot of publicity. Rest in peace.
So you think a lot of that helped you get to that 1 million followers you got on Instagram right now?
Yeah. Worldstar definitely has something to do with that, and along with just me keeping up with what's going on. Everything that happens, I try to keep up with it and make fun of it.
I noticed on your social media, on Instagram, you invited people to roast you just the other day, and then he posted the roast, right? But they had to get roasted.
Right. Yeah, it's this shit I do called Me Against the Gram. You can go in my DM, roast me. Just make sure your picture is there so I can light your ass up too.
And he be lighting them up.
Everybody go from athletes to even Sydney Star was on my shit the other day.
Oh yeah, you guys have an ongoing situation.
Wait, so what is the relationship with Sydney Star? I saw something online where she slid in your DM or something?
Yeah, she's. You know what? I think I ran into this woman, man. I call her Hee-Ho. That's what I call her. Sister nigga is what I call her, right? A man bitch. But make a long story short. Yeah, I think I was at a strip club in Chicago, and I think she was hanging out with Amber Rose. Okay. And all of a sudden, this really thought was a girl came and asked me for a picture, so I took a picture with him. With her,
Hee-Ho,
Sir Man, whatever you want to call him, Shim, sister, brother, whatever, right? Yeah. So I took a picture, and then after I was done, one of my boys from Chicago was like, "Yo, that was Sydney Star." I'm like, "Who's Sydney Star?" Right. He said, "That's the person that did put whatchamacallit on blast. I forgot the rapper's name, whatever." Right. I'm like, oh my God. He said, she's a man. I'm like, oh my God. I took a picture of that goddamn nigga hoe. So I didn't even care, but I didn't even think about it. I'm a comic. You come at me, you're going to get it hard, motherfucker. So it's a year later. This motherfucker slid in my DM. Yeah. Man, and but what she did, because if she probably would have had me confused. She didn't tell me she was Sydney Star, the transgender. She came my DM, and I'm like, damn, this is like a nice looking girl. And then she was like, I'm the transgender, whatever. I'm like, so I went in
open with it.
So I went hard, I started roasting. I started roasting right away, and then I screenshot it, posted it. And then she kept going back, and I kept lighting her ass up. And then the first thing I thought about was that picture I took with that nigga. I'm like, God damn.
How was you like? How was the picture? Like, was you like?
No.
Was the
I
hair
was just-
slightly on the ass?
No, just a regular picture. Just a fan and a groupie and a fan type of picture.
Man,
It's very simple.
Let me tell you something.
call her
I
a
thought
nigga
because he like you say he tried it with me one day and I didn't know.
So you fucked
No,
him.
no.
Wait, we have another exclusive. Gio
I
and
didn't
Sydney
know.
Star.
No, motherfucker, we don't. Because I'm at this bar and I'm like, damn, this bitch thick as fuck. What's up?
You was checking her out?
Yeah, I didn't know, bro. And then she was with this dude, and the dude came and was like, yo, my homegirl wants you. And I'm like, what's up? And then he
Where
told
this
me.
happened? In LA?
Yeah, and then he told me, he's like, yo, I just want to let you know that's a dude. I said, nigga, if you don't get your punk ass out of here. But I'm real enough to say I was looking. Like, I didn't know. But
So if Sydney would have taken the dick off in the post,
no, we already talked about this. No, we would.
Well, as a transgender, it's her right to tell you she is. Because if she doesn't tell
You
you,
gonna get your ass
You,
whooped.
if you whoop her
Yeah.
ass, you get away with it in court. I'm serious. I think that's the rule. That's the law.
Because you fighting the nigga.
If you was born with a dick, you have to let a nigga know.
Even if the dick has been snipped off.
because we had asked the question here on the previous show that if you're having sex with a woman who used to be a man but doesn't have a dick anymore, is it now a woman?
What about it?
Well, no, the question was, does she have to tell you? That was it.
She know how to have a dick. I think she should.
Like she used to
That
have a
would
dick.
give you the choice of whether you want to sleep with this thing or not.
But now she.
No disrespect.
Hi,
But with all due respect, I have no respect.
So we were talking about Caitlyn Jenner has a MAC cosmetic line. Caitlyn Jenner selling makeup now. What do you think about that?
This is transgender day. What is this? I'm gonna get my sex changed. I can't take this anymore, motherfucker. I don't know. I'm not makeup for who? Who's she making it for?
For other women.
For other women, a man. First in history.
It is.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's switch to politics.
I don't want no part of it.
Well, let's switch to politics. So
I'm
Donald
scared
Trump.
if I put that makeup on, my dick gonna
Gonna
fall
fall
off.
So let's talk about politics. So Donald Trump is our president. What do you think about that? Did you expect that he would win?
No, hell no, man. He didn't even expect he was gonna win.
Right.
They woke him up. Hey, you won. I won what? South Dakota and who else? You mean I won? I'm the president? They voted for me?
They voted.
I was just playing. I think that nigga was just playing.
Yeah, he was bored.
It was a play that just became realistic, and now he got to keep on with it.
That's funny, but it's true. I actually
You know,
believe
he would
that.
he would just see how powerful he is, or how far he can go.
And he got there.
won. You know what? First thing when it happened, I was like, okay, you know what? Monday morning after the inauguration, I'll be deporting myself. I'm going to immigration. Immigration, my papers are not together. My green card is orange. Get me out of here today, please.
My friend just got here from Canada, and he said that the lady at the border told him basically he could be here for like 6 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
She asked him how long he was going to be here. He said, I don't know, probably like 6 months. She said, okay, you have to leave in 2 months. And then he was like, wait, why? And she was like, I don't even have to let you in. They are tripping at the border.
And the thing about it, I'm not even. I've been in this country so long. I'm just a permanent resident. I'm not even a citizen.
Yeah.
So
Same
coming
here.
back in this country is always a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm scared to go out now. Like I might
They're
not.
not
It
let you
might
come
be.
back?
Last time I went, me and my girl went to Cancun, and I'm coming back. This is like 2 months ago. Man, I was through customs for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, what more you want? You know, so
You're
now
the
it's gonna
same,
be
right?
a lot worse now.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm the same way. I have a permanent residency card. I'm from Canada. So it's not,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So I don't go through the same process that I guess you go through. I just zip right through. I never get pulled into secondary.
But you're not black, extra dark. You know, it's like the darker you are, the more criminal you
right.
look, motherfucker.
Right.
And the thing about when I first came to America, and that's one of the things why people when I came to America way back in the day when it was all about being light skin and dark skin was nowhere close to being accepted. I came in the Michael Jackson Prince era where it was all about being light, good curly hair,
Mascara
whatever.
and shit.
And when you went to school, if you was dark skinned, and Africans wasn't even here that much. It was mostly Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm.
So if you was dark skinned and you went to school, you was a Jamaican and you was a drug dealer. Period. If you had an accent, you was Jamaican. Didn't care what part of the world you're from. You dark skinned with an accent, you're Jamaican. They used to always sing that song to me. Come back to Jamaica. We made it for you. I said, nigga, I'm from Africa. So, I play along with it. I figure if I don't want these kids to beat me up or start talking about me. Let me just play this dark-skinned drug dealer guy.
Right.
Well, Giovanni actually replaced a host who thought Africa was in Jamaica, or Jamaica was in Africa.
That's why he lost his job.
Amongst other reasons, he wouldn't stop hitting on me, and it was getting really disgusting.
Well, and he said that this one woman that got raped, maybe she wanted it.
He just
He
said,
didn't
yeah,
make it. He didn't make it.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Damn.
Well, I thank God, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, this is my bread
Who
and
the hell
butter
was
right
this
now.
guy? Who was it?
Don't say no names.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
say no names.
He's a
it's
comedian
irrelevant.
named Doughboy. You know Doughboy?
Okay, Jesus.
Oh shit.
God, you are so
This is
scorched
uncensored.
earth.
Okay, so listen.
The thing is, he know him. That's why he laughing like
I'm
that.
trying to think which one is Doughboy. It's just that
He Fat Drake. He's Fat Drake on YouTube.
Oh, I gotta look him up.
Okay. Well, Michael, when did you leave Africa and get to Philadelphia? Because Philadelphia is like I want to do a comparison between Philly and
I spent my first 2 years in Newark, New Jersey. That was Brick City.
Jesus.
Newark is rough, man.
Yeah, Newark is rough. Philly's
I mean,
rough.
I got robbed at a church in Newark. That's how tough it is. I said, Pastor, give me my shit back, motherfucker. Okay? You're the man of the Lord.
The pastor robbed you.
Pastor robbed me.
Hilarious.
No, so this was like 87, something like that. And then I moved to Philly like in 89.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been around for a while.
No, you.
Listen, man.
I would never thought that.
Black don't crack. I am black as shit. Goddamn, I ain't never gonna crack.
Jeez.
So then I moved to Philly like 89, and I went to high school and did all that stuff.
So did you always know that you wanted to be a comedian?
Oh,
like
no.
who you didn't?
Nah, not
No?
at all. I mean,
Drug dealer was first on the list? No?
Drug
Okay.
dealer was
Okay.
second.
All right.
And accountant was first. Goddamn it. It's like everybody from like mostly like Ghana or Nigeria. We always want to be accountants.
Right.
Accounting was my first thing.
Okay.
But when I got out of high school, during high school I was working at Domino's Pizza. I was delivering pizzas on a bike. I had no license. And then when I got out of high school, I had to keep working to help my mother pay bills. That's why I couldn't go to college. And then one of my coworkers, he just thought I was naturally funny. He said, "You're funny. Just go to open mic." I said, "What is open mic?"
Yeah.
He said, it's a comedy club. They have open mic. Just go try it out. Go on stage. I'll help you write some stuff. He helped me write my first 5 minutes, and I kept going every week to open mic in Philly.
Comedy clubs in Philly must have been tough.
You know what? They weren't as bad as they weren't as tough as New York.
New York is really
New York
tough.
was real tough because
Yeah.
I was doing Philly for like 2-3 years. And then, I was getting a lot of loves, making my little first $50 here and there. And I'm like, time to step to the next level. And then we had a lot of comedians from New York that heard about me. They say, come to New York, do our rooms. We have like little clubs that do comedy, like different nights of the week. And I went up there and it was rough.
Wow.
So I kept going. So I'm like, okay, this is where the real crowd is at. These guys
That's how
tell you
you
how
know.
it really is.
Yeah.
Right. And I kept going every week and I started getting better and better and better.
How do they receive you now and back in Newark and in New York?
They love me everywhere now. God, everywhere I go, it sell out. It's like, and the thing about it is like, I've been doing this for a while. So I have the older crowd, the 35 to 50-year-old people that spent money. Then I'm online, so I got the 16-year-old to the 25-year-old new kids. So when I do a show, it's like a combination of everybody.
That's
Nice.
dope. That's dope. Who were like some of your influences? Comedic
The
influences?
first Eddie Murphy was the first. But I kind of missed the Richard Pryor era when I came. I came. Eddie Murphy was like one of the hottest one.
What did you think about his Goonie Goo Goo?
We're coming to America.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, that was
No,
Raw.
you talking about the whole
Raw and
when you talk about
Delirious.
the
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was funny. Africans, we have sense of humor. We don't. Nothing bothers us. In Africa, we're just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? So like nothing bothers.
He said, I'm very happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. And we have sense of humor. So I thought Eddie was funny. I mean, I was like, damn, this guy is so hilarious. So when I started doing comedy, I'm like, God, Eddie Murphy. You know.
He was a rock star back then.
Yeah,
he was like 23 killing it.
One of the funniest videos Michael Blackson has is you dancing in this purple and gold dashiki.
Oh man.
Purple and gold.
It's
Oh, you talking
purple-
about the suit?
Is it a
'Cause
suit?
he got some outrageous suits.
Was it
Dancing
purple and
doing
gold?
what?
You were just dancing, and we just put that up, and we always put that up on Hollywood Unlocked and just say current mood. The motherfucker just dancing, and it's just funny. So look, we had a show last week that got really reckless, and one of our topics was a billionaire who allegedly flies girls in to shit on him, and he pays them to shit on him. Would you ever pay a woman to shit on you?
Nah, that's nasty. Urine probably as far as I'm gonna go. I'll do the R. Kelly, but I'm not. You're not shitting on me,
Well,
motherfucker.
that was Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's taking golden showers too, allegedly.
Yeah, I saw something like that.
Yeah,
that's
Russia.
probably how
He
his
goes to
hair
Russia.
got orange.
Melissa said he looks like a Cheeto.
He do.
Listen, I saw a sign that somebody called him a Cheeto at the Women's March. I was like,
That's hilarious. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, Cheeto with a, I don't know.
You know what? I mean, what's the worst that could happen with Donald Trump? Like,
What's the worst? Oh, I don't know. He could start World
The
War
worst
III.
is already right.
For real.
The worst is happening right
But
now.
yeah, he is doing a lot. I was looking and he's like cutting on everything. Mortgage about to go up. He's about to fuck everything
He
up.
cut FHA programs. He's trying
to fuck up everything that Obama did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because that big shout out, Obama did help out, definitely, because I know he helped me with my mortgage. When that whole modification thing, when the market went down, man, I didn't pay my mortgage for 5 years, and I still had my goddamn house. I ain't paid so long that the mortgage company got tired. He's like, listen, man, let's negotiate this shit, man. I said, okay, how much you want, motherfuckers? And I just wrote the check and just now own my fucking house. So,
You making a lot of money right now, man.
I am. I'm rich.
No. Wait, I didn't know. I didn't know that until I
I'm
see
quietly like
You quiet rich.
Quiet rich. Like people, a lot of times they don't see you on
Like
TV.
Floyd
they don't see you in the movie.
Floyd Mayweather, our sponsor, he's loud rich.
He's very loud. Goddamn. Tell him to turn it down. Goddamn. Nah, but sometimes we don't see you on movies and TV. They think you're not making no money. There's a lot of guys
That
out there
show
that making
money.
money. Show money.
You on a plane every other day.
And show money is usually like the best tax-free money. And these, I mean, let's say if I was a rapper and you can't even make money from your record producers anymore. The show money is the best money. And I'm on the road every week because I'm popular on social media and I go out and I give them a hell of a show. I give them everything I have.
That was good.
You gotta go out there. You can't half-ass. You can't think because you've been doing it for a while, you're good. Every show before I go on stage, I'm just gonna imagine I'm gonna bomb. So if I'm thinking I'm gonna bomb, I'm gonna go up there and just be the best.
Over deliver. How did you become part of the Friday franchise, man?
Wow, it was just one of the things, being in the right place at the right time type of thing. I remember the last real job I had. Last time I clocked into a job, it was like 15 years ago. I worked for like U.S. Airways.
How was that?
I hate that
I did the
airline.
job because
Baggage handler?
I hate that
I was
airline.
actually in catering. We used to like put the food on the plane.
Oh,
But I
okay.
did it so I could fly for free.
Yeah.
So now if I'm doing a show, somebody want to book me to do a show for like $200-$300, they can't afford to fly me. I'm like, I'll get myself there.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the job. I was using them.
You know what? But you know what I respect
Smart.
about? Wait, you know what I respect about this story though? Because there was another comedian recently. Was it Steve Harvey?
I don't know.
Or
Who did that too?
Another comedian worked at an airline. I think it was Steve Harvey. And he started out because I have those benefits now. Like I can fly free everywhere. People are like, damn, he all over the place. But that's just a smart way to hustle. Invest in your brand.
I did not. So on my days off, I used to be off Tuesday or Wednesday. So Monday when I get off work, I hop on a plane and come to LA and try to get on stage. And it happened one night. I just happened to get on stage Tuesday night at the Comedy Store. And it was the same night that Ice Cube came to watch Mike Epps perform for the first time.
Wow.
And I happened to be performing that same night. So he called the lady to book the show, like, who's the African guy? Let him come and audition for the movie. And I went audition
That's kind of what started the Michael Blackson, right?
next Friday, man.
Man.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
So what's up? You know if they're gonna do another one? Have you heard
who
any?
knows, man? I mean, you see all these fake ads online with all these different shit on there. I mean, last time I heard, they're supposed to got the money to do it, so we'll see what happens. And
Got the money, shit. Ice Cube got the money.
I know. But then I ran to Ice Cube because he produced a show that I did that's about to come out. It's called Hip Hop Squares. I know
Oh
you guys heard
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, he brought him on board to do it. It's coming on VH1 soon. I think like next month or the next March or something. And then we didn't talk much about it, but I know last time he mentioned something online. If you don't see it coming from Cube, don't
believe it.
Don't believe it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you said you're quiet, Rich. So what kind of investments are you putting into your own projects? Do you have any films that?
Yes. In fact, I'm about to start doing that now. I'm going to shoot two of my own films.
Okay.
First one is it was a sequel to a movie we did that did really well on DVD. It's called Repo. It's by Repo and Cars. It had me, Master P, Cat Williams,
I know it.
AJ Johnson was
Yeah.
on that movie. So I'm gonna shoot the sequel and
Yeah.
kind of like change the name a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm doing that. It's like in the next couple of months. And then I want to do this movie called Washed Up. It's about a singer that try to make a comeback. One of my favorite movies, like Five Heartbeats. I love What Love Got to Do with It. So I kind of like combine them both and like kind of spoofed it a little bit. It's called Washed Up. So those are my two films I'm going to work out this year with my own money.
What Apology showed us was good at the crib.
Oh yeah, that's right. A pilot. Well, it was like a presentation for a sitcom idea called The Substitute. Because every kid in America could relate to having a foreign teacher, whether it's in college, whether it's a professor or high school. You had this foreign African teacher that everybody made fun of. So now they got one that's gonna light the ass back up. So it's called a substitute.
Do you think these students that are going to, these teachers that are going to jail for having sex with their students should?
Where did she come from? What happened? Who's fucking who? At the
Yo,
school?
it's this. It's
Wait,
this.
somebody teach like the female teachers.
The female teachers fucking these young kids.
And they,
You know the
she
thing about it.
bad.
That's every. When I was in,
Every dream.
when that's my. I want to get molested by a teacher. I just was not cute enough.
Like, are these kids telling? Like, how are they finding this shit out?
When I was
Text
13,
messaging.
14, I hope a banging teacher like her try to sleep with me. I'm like, yes, Mrs. Wilson. I'll see you after class.
I would. Hey, listen. I don't.
You know, but
The last one got caught with a receipt. She got pregnant by a 13-year-old.
Oh my God.
shit, she did. He bust all up in them
Oh my
yams.
God.
Don't talk about child molesting that way.
That ain't child
yeah,
molestation.
that's just
If
fucking
the-
an older
if
woman.
the- right.
Sugar mother.
If a 13-year-old is fucking a grown woman willingly and busting her, that ain't molestation.
Yeah.
by the code of the law.
Oh, yeah, by the code of the
Yeah.
law. So speaking, wait, hold on.
But then what's the other thing that happened a few years ago where the kid ended up, when she got out of jail, she married a kid.
Yeah,
Remember
she
that?
ended up
Yeah.
Mary Kay Letourneau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah.
kids by the guy.
They're
got
still
out of
married.
prison. Yeah.
They're still
Right.
married and they have a bunch of kids together. Yeah. It's nuts. Nuts.
It was a fantasy for that kid.
Did you ever have a fantasy, Melissa, of any of your teachers?
No.
No.
Melissa's
No.
born. She's the
No,
conservative.
none of my
boring one.
none of my teachers.
Why she
were
have to be
good
born?
looking.
Because she wasn't a young hoe.
I didn't see how you threw that. I didn't. Why you gonna throw that in the pot of gumbo?
Because you based this what you just said.
I did not say that.
all my
of,
teachers were old.
Speaking of gumbo, Melissa's on Gio about his diet.
I mean, because our show is about to be.
I've been listen.
You ain't been doing nothing.
You don't. Hey, you
except
don't. Go listen, man. So you on the road, man. So how's that like balancing? Have a girlfriend and dodging
Curve
pussy.
king.
Like how is that having a girl but dodging pussy on the road?
It's tough, man. But you know what? I take my girl on the road most of the time. Like during her free time, she'll come out on the road with me. But I mean, it comes with the job, man. You got to dodge the pussy.
I see y'all in the strip
hysterical.
club together. That's what's beautiful about y'all because y'all in the strip club making it rain together.
The thing about it, man, it's like this is a whole different era we're in, and women know we like to look at other women, so you just can't hide it anymore. Just join in.
I was about to say, y'all ever did some
math?
math? Y'all ever add an equation to the
No,
situation?
no, my girl ain't going for that shit.
Okay, so I did an interview recently with I'm just switching gears. I did an interview recently with Soulja Boy and Floyd Mayweather about this upcoming fight with Soulja Boy and Chris Brown. If you had to bet all your money on one, who would you bet? Who would you think is going to win?
Well, it would have to be Chris because I think it's more weight. I think more weight, you mean you're going to hit a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
I think either Chris got to lose weight or Soulja Boy got to gain weight. It's not going to be a fair fight.
Soulja Boy ain't gaining nothing.
It's
He ain't gaining nothing all
at
this
one
time.
point, I thought it was going to be one of the first fight that both motherfuckers going to lose. Like, they fight over is at the top. No, both y'all niggas lost. Get the fuck out of here right now.
Well, I told Floyd that if they have to be drug tested, they probably both will lose because there will be no qualification.
Do comedians have beefs?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You ever beef with somebody?
You got into it with one on the
Oh
show.
yeah, I got into you. It was at his thing. Bobby Love hosted your roasting thing, and me
Right.
and G thing was almost about to go at it.
For real. Was
he-
that serious?
Oh, he was serious
Yeah, he
because he
was.
take a lot of shit personal.
Yeah.
His name is G Thing.
G thing.
G Thing.
It ain't nothing but a G thing.
Funny
baby.
dude, but I just think he says the wrong shit sometimes. He goes personal a lot.
Yeah, and I don't understand, man. What I know about this business, man, it's enough money for everybody.
Everybody.
Nobody
Yeah.
should be afraid of anybody. Everybody should be different in their own way. Now, if you're not different, you're not original, then you have something to fear. But like, as long as you're different, you're yourself, man. Like I'm the type that I shot a couple of independent movies with my own money, and I invite comedians and put them in and pay them.
Right.
I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't think anybody's gonna do what I do. I don't care who you are. I'll go on after you or before you, whatever you want. I'm not, and if you're different, you shouldn't be afraid. It should be no competition because we all should be funny in our own different ways.
That's my motto. So listen, if you had to date a Kardashian, which one would you go for?
I'll go for Bruce Jenner. God, that Kardashian vagina is dangerous, man. Look, Lamar Odom turned into a crackhead. Kanye West started making clothes inspired by homeless niggas. And now they turned Bruce Jenner into a woman.
That's crazy. And Rob Kardashian is
Look at Rob.
depressed.
Nah, he don't.
He depressed. All this shit.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar, and who's the other one? The other
Tiger.
one's a drunk. Who's the alcoholic one?
That's
Scott Disick.
Scott Disick.
Yeah.
Disick is dizzy. Kanye West went east on us, goddamn.
Kanye Southwest Airlines.
You know, I blame all that shit on Amber Rose for sticking her finger up his eye. That's fucked up. I saw her at the club the other day. She tried to shake my hand. Bitch, hug me, motherfucker. You do the finger, motherfucker. Give me a hug.
Well, she's breeding a new generation of sluts with the slut walk. She's teaching them how to pop the pussy and control men now.
I see. And she got a new boyfriend now, right?
And the normal one. He's normal.
What happened to the Toronto
Val's-
Raptor guy? What happened to him?
The who?
Wiz Khalifa?
No, the one with the rap that played for the Raptors.
Oh, something Ross. That was a moment in time.
Yeah, that was a hiccup when I didn't even know about that one.
They did a video. He was rubbing her titty. It was, if you blinked, you missed it.
Yeah, but she's in love with this guy now.
Val is a mainstream guy from Dance with the Stars. He's very
He's white,
successful.
right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
other.
It's the year of the white because Bria Miles is dating a white boy right now,
It's
too.
not the year of the white.
It's the year of the white.
White guys are
It's
coming
not.
back. Please don't come. They're going to fuck me all up. As dark as I'm be way at the end of the bus, motherfucker. Please.
But you know, your girl is melanin in it out, too. Yes, I said it. Melanin in it out.
What's
Melanin. No, slow it down and spell that. Melanin.
No, sorry. There is no way to spell
Basically,
that.
your girl is chocolate. Your girl
Yeah,
is
she's
super
dark.
chocolate.
I like him real dark.
No,
You like
he
him
keeps
dark.
making words. He
That's
keeps
okay.
making them
I
up.
make them up.
If
If Donald Trump can tweet, I can make up words.
God help
I like
us
him.
all.
I like to, when you make love in the dark. Like, where are you at, bitch? Now, where are you, motherfucker? You find me, I find you, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up.
People don't know Hooks Girl's an amazing singer as well. So
Georgia.
that's dope.
Shout out to Georgia Rain.
Georgia Rain. Shout out. So what else?
She works. She do a lot of working out. She got that. Her body's like perfect, man. We go out and bitches want to fuck her. They're like, fuck you, ugly motherfucker. I want to fuck your girl.
Hey, listen, fellas, your girl is banging. I'm not gonna lie. She's banging.
I just went to lunch with a friend of mine yesterday who said he's in the best relationship he's ever been in because they're both available to fuck other people.
Oh,
Really?
shit.
That's
Yeah.
a lie. I can't have nobody touch my woman, man. Fuck that shit.
So you would never be in an open relationship like if your girl just said, I kind of want to hang out with this guy for the day.
No hall passes in your situation?
No hot pies.
Okay.
That's interesting
That's
because
fair.
in Africa, don't you guys have like multiple
Concubines?
Yeah, but the woman is not allowed to
Concubines.
touch other.
Oh, okay, but the man is.
I'm the king. Yes, motherfucker. I'm the royal prince of Zamunda.
So I said,
Bark like a dog, a big dog.
and that shout out to my storyline this season on Love and Hip Hop. I had a girl bark like a dog. Okay, so no, I did. Yeah, no, he was saying to me that she allows him to sleep with other women, and he allows her to sleep with other. Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I said to him, I said, but then where does the boundaries get drawn? I said, well, what if she comes home and says, I'm gonna bring in Scott to fuck me in the other room? Like, and he goes, that's probably a little much. Probably. Could you imagine sitting in the living room and your girl's getting banged out in the back?
Hey, I mean, there's some people in the world that's their fetish. Is watching their girl getting fucked by another dude.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, that's too much.
I couldn't do it, man. I'd be throwing
I mean,
up.
if she want to watch me fuck somebody else, AJ, I have no problem with that. I'll give another bitch a bladder infection in a minute, motherfucker. I got the Mutombo, motherfucker.
So listen, there's a question that we had on Hollywood Unlocked. What are some of the things that men do to push women away? What are one of the things
I said love them.
that pushes women away?
Yes.
Go
Why?
broke. Women hate a broke nigga.
That's true, right?
God damn, y'all hate
Don't
broke
look. Why you
nigga.
look at me like that?
Melissa,
Yes.
you wouldn't date a guy who's financially
No,
challenged?
no, she wouldn't.
Heck no, won't you? Don't lie to me. If you lie, your weave will fall off right now. Don't lie.
I don't really like for both of us to be in struggle mode. No.
You're not in struggle mode?
No, I know, but I'm also not trying to be the breadwinner. I'm sorry, I'm traditional. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I don't.
So when you go out, do you want the man to pay all the time?
No, not all the time. I'll pay.
Yeah.
I'll pay sometimes.
We
I'll
went Dutch on lunch one day when we all went out.
I'll buy my
Oh,
man
I was
gifts.
about to say, when did y'all go
Oh
to
no,
lunch without
no,
me?
never that. No.
But I'm in a relationship with somebody that I put that kind of investment in.
Wow.
I don't just the courtship process.
You
that's
paying.
all, that's all you, boo. It's all you. Yes.
So you wouldn't be cool with just going to In-N-Out?
Of
You're
course,
used-
okay.
I'll suggest that. Fat burger, sure.
All
I don't
right,
like
you a real
In-N-Out.
one.
I like Fat burger.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
So the last show that we had, we talked a little bit earlier. One of the guests, she was talking about a man. I'm not gonna say his name.
You said the other name, motherfucker.
Well,
Don't hold shit back now, my
when
nigga.
she talked about she was talking about Deshaun Jackson, and she said he had a small penis, and it pissed him off, and it pissed everybody off. Do you think women are out of line for talking about a man's penis publicly?
A lot of time when a woman says, man, penis is small, most of the time she has a huge vagina. It's a difference. Goddamn. We have a huge pussy, and you could, if you put a TikTok, it's like in a whale's mouth. It's the same shit, motherfucker. It's like throwing a hot dog in the hallway. God damn it. And
I
the women know that's
throwing
the
a hot
ego.
dog down a hallway.
Women know that's our ego, is our dick.
Yeah.
So if
Right.
you want to hurt a man, just go on there and say you got a little
See,
dick.
but she had no reason to even hurt him. So the fact
she
that she
didn't?
said it
Yeah,
just out of nowhere.
it was unsolicited. Like it was
But somebody said about Shaq one time too. I remember that.
That was said about
Shaquille O'Neal.
Did you hear that?
I heard
Well,
that.
I can't talk about Shaq.
You know
'cause-
what? It's a pervasive rumor. It has been out for a long time. So
That's crazy.
maybe we should ask
But if
her.
you have a lot of money and a little dick, isn't that kind of balanced? Nah.
I think it should, right?
I don't know.
I got a lot of
I've
money and
never
a
had a
big
dick
dick. I have no problem.
So Melissa,
You're rich with a big dick.
I'm rich with a big dick.
Hey.
Man. Fuck the shit out of you. I take you shopping. And then fuck you again, motherfucker. And when I tell you to shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up. That's
Hashtag
the
winning.
big dick rich nigga. I have to shut the fuck up.
Oh man,
I'm still looking at.
shit, I'm broke with a big dick.
I'm
so.
still gonna.
You're not gonna last too long, motherfucker. She get tired of that fucking bladder infection. She gonna need to go shopping, motherfucker.
Right.
I'm still imagining fucking hot dogs flying in the hallway.
That's hilarious. That's a great analogy.
So what's coming up next for you? What could people watch for?
Watch for, like I said, next month or March, new show in VH1 called Hip Hop Squares. Let me see. I'm also working on my own movie, about to shoot this movie called Bankruptcy, coming up real soon. And it also Washed Up. I'm on tour every weekend. This weekend I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. Next week I'm in Houston for Super Bowl. Then I go on to, I got Detroit, we got Minneapolis, we got Chicago, we got fucking.
Now is this a tour you on?
Nah,
or just spot dates?
Just
Gotcha.
spot
He's
dates.
booked. He's
I'm booked.
busy.
I'm working. Just follow me at Michael Blackson. For those who went to a public school, let me spell it for you, motherfuckers. It's MICHAELBLACKSON. Blackson, son of a black man, real black. My
Yeah.
dad's
So
black as shit.
earlier, Giovanni was calling you.
I know,
Michael
I saw it.
I know he
Blackson.
commented on that
I was
shit.
coming to there.
Michael Blackson.
Done. Yeah, he just
better
added
get
T
that.
to my
Respect
name.
the brand, man.
That's right. Put
Hey,
some
man.
respect on my name, motherfucker.
Well, I think you're one of the funniest.
You
people.
are,
I'm glad
man.
you came and
Appreciate
did the
that.
show.
Thanks for having me.
No,
Man.
thank you.
Thank you, bro.
And we're out.
Peace.